Hey, Strick, do you think there's anybody out there in our audience that already has a podcast?
Could be. I think we definitely need to hear from those people.
99% of podcasters don't make any money from their podcast, let alone make, a lifestyle out of their podcast. And that's something we've been able to do actually with our podcast, The Nice Guys on Business.
We have made a 6-figure income out of our podcast. You can learn how to go to turnkeypodcast.com/gift. GIFT, not GIF like the peanut butter or the image style. No, GIFT.
Turnkeypodcast.com/gift. 5 ways to make money podcasting. Check it out today.
And now, here's another show that is a complete waste of time. The Nice Guys on Business podcast.
Please, listeners, Funkin' fans, if you have any line from any movie that you think would be funny to hear Steve O'Brien read, whether or not it has a good twist for the Nice Guys on Business.
Correct.
Reach out to Jared. Yeah. Get it to him. How do you get in touch with Jared? Go into the Facebook group, niceshortcut.com if you're not a member already. And we'll get you in, and you can then leave a message for Jared or put it in. Figure out a way to get in touch with Jared and send it to him. And
you don't even need to come up with the spin that fits the Nice Guys on Business podcast into the voiceover. Just send us the line that you want converted.
Not us, not because we don't need it. We want to know what
send
it is.
to Jared the line, the movie line. Like, hey, this would be a really good movie quote. I have no idea how it fucking would work with the Nice Guys, but could you make, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Like, let's say that's the quote. And you're like, well, I don't know how that fits into the Nice Guys. Like, Steve O'Brien and Jared will come up with a way to, frankly, my dear, the Nice Guys on Business don't give a damn or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what you need to do. Just take care of it. Get in touch with Jared. Strick, you're absolutely going to need to cut this little part out and put it at the front of the episode.
Yeah, I think so too. Or we'll never get the call to action because nobody's going to listen to this.
That is true.
When you decide to be something, you can be it. That's what they don't tell you in the church. When I was your age, they would say we could become cops or criminals. Today, what I'm saying is this. When you're facing the Nice Guys on Business, what's the difference? Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your 2 favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Mr. Bonner, make the donuts.
So, speaking of donuts.
Uh-oh.
What do you got?
Doug's drinking. I am a little less exciting today.
Whoa.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
So what is Dr. Pepper Zero? You may as well drink water, right? Or is it all chemicals?
Oh God, no, hell no. The difference between like Diet Coke and Coke Zero, right?
Well, I'm assuming it's the sweetener that's used. So why don't you fill me in with the details?
Yeah, that's it. It's just a different sweetener that's used. I mean, there may be other things that are different in the recipe, but I think like Coke Zero is fucking delicious compared to Diet Coke, which I think, tastes like a diet soda. It's got like that little bitter, whatever. I don't know what the different sweetener they use is, but Dr. Pepper Dr. Pepper Zero is the same kind of thing. They've got a diet Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar is the one with the newer, cooler sweetener, whatever. And it's pretty fucking delicious.
So is it like 17 lines of ingredients, though? That's my biggest concern about soda in general is not just the sugar, but it's all the other ingredients, caramel coloring and all the preservatives and stuff. But
aspartame and sodium benzoate.
And all that stuff. I'm like
sulfamide potassium. And that's the shit that puts hair in your chest.
So my biggest concern is, should I put the Fireball with the bottle in the freezer so that I can just pour it into the glass and not have to ice it? Or should I ice it? Because I really like Fireball very, very cold. I love the taste, but warm or neat is not the same as Scotch neat. No,
God, no.
So
it is funny though that your concern with the diet sodas is the is the chemicals, and so the alternative is to drink Fireball, which I believe Fireball has I'd have to look this up to confirm, but
pretty sure it's like kerosene or something.
Yeah, I think there is actually an ingredient in Fireball that is banned in Europe. I think you can only get it in the United States.
Well, thank God for the USA. You know what?
And thank God for the USA and RFK Jr. because, he's making all those horrible vaccines, like telling people how bad they really. You're right. Anyway,
I think Fireball is probably pretty darn bad for you, but everything in moderation, I believe.
Exactly. I usually drink maybe one diet soda a day, if that. So that's how I feel. I'm like, in moderation, it'll probably be okay.
It will probably be okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, interestingly enough, we do have several voicemails this week to make up for the no voicemails last week. So I think somebody was listening to last week's episode and maybe felt a little bit sorry for us. So went ahead and left us some voicemails.
I love it. I'm going to look at it. Is there a dangerous ingredient in Fireball?
Yes. All of them.
So of course it comes up with a the recap first, right? The AI overview. But then the very first actual article in the Google list, 8 reasons you should never drink Fireball.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm ready. Tell me what they are. I got to hear. Fireball is one of those where last night I had an old fashioned. But I've been adding a half a shot of amaretto into my old fashioned because it gives it just a little. I'm not a real big I like bourbon, but I can't drink bourbon straight up. It just completely strips my throat. So by putting this little extra layer of sugar in it with amaretto, it just kind of smooths things out, and I really like it. But when I want to do just like something simple, okay, I'm just gonna go to the bar. I empty my my Fireball bottle into a decanter so it actually looks cool, like a big crystal thing, And so I pour it from there, and it makes me feel a little bit more high class than drinking it out of a plastic bottle, So anyway, what are the 8 reasons that Fireball I should never drink Fireball?
Okay, so let's see. The first thing is the AI overview says no, the ingredient propylene glycol in some older North American market Fireball formulas was not dangerous in the quantities used in those products, but
antifreeze.
Right, just to be safe, it has been removed from all Fireball products worldwide, according to company authorities like the FDA.
Well, what's really nice about that ingredient that was included in that way back when was that I would never overheat while I was drinking. And if I carried a flask of it whenever I drove in one of my old pickups, I could just throw that into the radiator and I was good to go.
Well, let's take a look at the actual article now. Okay. 8 reasons you should never drink Fireball, updated August 17th of 2023. So apparently it's not the propylene glycol because that's been out of it since 2014. Okay, let's see. It might serve its purpose in a big batch of Jell-O shot, but if it's your favorite booze, you really need to sort out your priorities. Okay, but these Fireball margaritas are pretty cool. Great. But before they've even given me reason number 1 of 8, they're like, well, but the Fireball margaritas are pretty cool.
This is obviously written by someone that enjoys Fireball and is a drinker, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, and already I'm looking at the first 3 reasons. Okay,
they're not.
The first 3 reasons are just fucking stupid, right?
Okay.
Reason number 1: it tastes like Red Hots soaked in water.
Yeah.
And the problem.
I like that. I remember Red Hots bring me back to my youth, and I like that. And being drunk, brings me into my adulthood in a nice form. Okay, so that doesn't make sense, but keep going.
Right. Already, the first reason not to seems like a reason to drink it. Number 2, Fireball is the worst recipe ideas with even worse names. Again,
straight up, man.
The examples they give are cake balls, hot nuts, the man mosa, and Dragonade.
Okay. But Strick, have you ever used Fireball as a mixer in another drink?
Oh yeah. I
Oh, you
made
have?
one time shit, what is it called? Oh,
These
Cinnamon
nuts for
Toast
you?
Crunch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is Fireball
Yeah.
mixed with what's the creamy, the oh shit,
Like Bailey's?
rum chata.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, you should go out and buy. Do you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Yeah.
cereal?
Who doesn't like that?
You should go out and buy some rum chata.
Okay.
And you mix equal parts Fireball and rum chata.
Wow,
I don't think you even need any other ingredients. I'm
Okay.
telling you, it tastes like fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal.
And rum chata probably does take a little bit of that sting out of the Fireball. What's it called? The back end of Fireball is nothing but sting in your back of your throat.
Exactly.
I love that though. Okay, number 3.
Exactly. Let's see. It's always ordered by the D-bags at the bar. Hey, I don't know. I mean, if the shoe fits, I guess. I don't think I'm a D-bag, but whatever.
Do you remember? Maybe they still do this. I just haven't been into a bar because I'm so fucking lame. Do you, in a long time? Do they still carry like the little Jägermeister refrigerators? Like,
oh God, I hope not. I'm sure there are some bars that still have them left over. But Jaeger to me really Jaeger? Is. God, that was terrible.
That was. I mean, maybe somebody's thinking about listening to this episode and thinking already Fireball is just like Jägermeister in cinnamon form.
Oh, hell no.
Jägermeister's like that peppermint schnapps thing, isn't it? Or something?
No, I think peppermint schnapps is even sort of doable in some. To me, Jägermeister is like fucking NyQuil. It's horrible.
Oh, NyQuil. So somebody would mix that with like a Monster Energy drink.
Oh, wow. That sounds so bad.
That sounds really bad. Okay, what else?
Okay, reason number 4. Sorry, but it's whiskey, not whiskey. Okay, wait a minute. But it's whiskey, WHISKEY, not whiskey, WHISKY. Okay, I don't understand.
What is that?
The makers of Fireball Sazerac are based in Louisiana, so there's no need to use the UK's spelling of whiskey. According to the brand, the drink contains Canadian whiskey with no E. Our friends to the north apparently dropped the E, hence the spelling choice. But we're not sold.
Okay.
Again, this is this guy being an asshole.
Okay.
Right?
I'm catching the theme of this is not really. This is just like clickbait.
Right. Number 5, it's weak as hell. At 66 proof, Fireball has 20% less alcohol than a true whiskey, which typically clocks in at somewhere between 86 and 100 proof. Okay, first of all,
I never classify this as whiskey.
Yeah, typical whiskey is like 80 proof. Yes, it can go up to 100, right? But a lot of whiskey is 80 proof, so it's only maybe 15% less. And as you just said, it's not fucking whiskey. It's like sweet shit. And there are plenty of other, like there's so many flavored whiskeys and shit out there that are way less than 66 proof.
Yeah, I think that most of those isn't like, what is it? Like, I want to call it Super Monkey Ball, but that's not what it is. It's
Screwball.
It's Screwball.
Yeah,
isn't it like
that's
40 proof?
Less.
And Amaretto is like 40 proof, I believe.
Oh God, yeah, Amaretto is like 30 or 40 proof, yeah.
But it'll still, I don't do this for I really do like the flavor. I love the flavor of this cinnamon Fireball. I mean, it does remind me of my youth as an adult.
Yeah, I for a while was preferring the Jim Beam version. There's a thing called Jim Beam Fire.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually, I think, even a little cheaper than Fireball. But
Jack Daniels has a Fireball also. It's like Jack Fire or something like that.
And the Jack Daniels version is more expensive, and I don't think even as good as the Jim Beam version. But I realized the Jim Beam tasted more like whiskey, and really all I wanted was cinnamon syrup. So I went back to Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reason number 6, it always leads to terrible decisions.
Well, that's any alcohol.
Sure. Terrible decisions, but great stories. So who cares? That's not a detriment. I call that a positive.
Right.
Number 4, it will give you the worst hangover. Okay. But I mean, any booze does that.
Right.
And then it used to, now here's the number 8. It used to contain a chemical used in antifreeze. Okay. So 9 years ago, it included a little tiny bit of a chemical that is used in antifreeze. You know what else is used in antifreeze? Water. So, like, what? I'm not going to drink anything that has water because they use water in antifreeze. No, this guy's.
Wait, I think you got that messed up, but I kind of get your point. But the other side of it is, as you're approaching 60, look at it this way. Also, Fireball is a good precursor to doing a colonoscopy because you're going to have to drink a fuck ton of that glycan, whatever that stuff is, because. Man, oh man, have you done a
the colonoscopy yet?
Haven't done any of them ever?
No, I have not. And by the way, welcome
You're 10
back,
years overdue.
Back.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Go.
Go ahead. Welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the mic, Mr. Doug Sandler.
Hey.
And I did the what's the quickie version?
Yeah, you did the little sampler. You poop in the mail.
Yeah, and they basically said, "Hey, well, at this point, if you've done that and everything seems to be fine, you don't have to do the actual full blown."
Probably not a bad idea at some point. I mean, it's not. Everybody is concerned about the prep more than the whole colonoscopy. It was like, all right, Mr. Sandler, you're gonna need to count down from 100, and I was like. 100.
Oh, so do they always give you local anesthetic for it? I don't know.
Yeah, they're not keeping you awake for that colon. Yeah, well, they give you Twilight, but the Twilight to me is just a good nap, and it is a solid nap. The test is 0, and actually, I was all worried about the prep too because I didn't want to drink something that was going to make me feel sick and all that, and I didn't want to spend an entire day on the toilet and all that other stuff. But I'll tell you, it was not a challenge. It was not a difficult experience at all.
So when did you do this?
I did this. So you're supposed to do it when you're 50. It took me 4 years beyond that to get my nerve up to do it. So at 54, maybe early 55, I ended up doing it, and everything was fine. Everything. I mean, they do remove some things that you probably they won't see in that just poop in the mail version of it. If you see a polyp or something like that, none of them were precancerous, but they take precautions and they do all this stuff. And the nice part about it is most insurance companies will 100% cover that. It's not even a part of your deductible. So. You're getting all this stuff free,
But, and then aren't you supposed to do it every 3 years or something?
Well, I think at 50, if you do it at 50, you're supposed to do it then again at 60. So that's the next time. So you've missed the first one. So now it's time for you to do the second one.
Yeah, right. I'm ready. I'm coming up on it quick here. Doug is coming out for my 60th birthday party in October. Very exciting.
The joke is maybe you and I just have his and his colonoscopies together.
Oh, God. Excuse me, can I get the couples discount with that? Yeah.
They were very nice. And I got this whole CD of the probe going totally, they show you the different stages that they want to make sure that.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You really got a video of this happening?
Well, so what they do is you don't get a video of your what you're saying. Oh yeah, Doc, put it in deeper. Trying for the whole fist, Doc. The whole thing.
God.
You don't get that. You just see the scope, and the scope is
the camera that's on the scope.
Yes,
so you see the inside of your ass.
Right. Which is and at some point it becomes you see your colon, and it's really interesting to see the different stages of your colon and what they go. And if they had for me, they had 3 polyps that they removed. They were not precancerous or anything, but they're like, hey, as long as we're in here, we may as well have some fun.
That's so fucking interesting that doing the camera, running it that makes sense, but then they actually record it and give you the recording.
Well, yeah, they got it. I mean, they're always, excuse the expression, they're protecting their ass. It's so. They got to make sure that they're doing the right stuff. And they show the removal of the polyp. They have this little lasso that goes over it, and then they pull it back, and it's pretty cool. It's cool you're not seeing it real time because you're fucking out. But it was great. I said, about how long will it take for this anesthetic the anesthesia to take effect? And they said, well, normally if we have you count down from 10, by the time you get to 1, you're definitely out. So I don't know why, but they said just start at 99. So I'm like 99. I was completely out. I don't even remember counting. I don't even remember the countdown. So it was very easy, very easy indeed.
Well, that took an interesting turn of conversation from fireball to colonoscopies. Yeah, that's quite a range of subjects. Did you bring anything specific to talk about other than colonoscopy?
No, I mean I could give everybody a truck update. So far, nothing has happened. No sales. I'm actually not even pushing to sell the truck so hard at this particular moment because both trucks have had some carburetor issues that I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to work them out without having to deal with a complete engine rebuild. so I'm patiently waiting for some things to be done with the carburetor to see if anything major needs to be done. But I learned a valuable lesson, and that lesson is they will never be like your first one. You will always remember that first truck. Oh God, that was such a fucking easy sale. These two trucks have been just like one thing after the other, like problem things after the other. So
it's like when you go to Vegas, right? And you've never played craps before.
Yeah.
Like the first time you throw, if I'm at a craps table, and because for those of you who are not familiar with craps, most people play what is called the do, right? But I usually play the don't, and which means you're basically rooting against everybody else at the table. But if somebody says they've never gambled, they've never played craps before, and they throw the dice, I switch to the do's immediately because the first time you throw, you always do really, really well, and then you're like, oh my God, this is so easy to win money. And then you spend the next 10 years chasing.
That's right. It's like heroin. And you're chasing the fucking dragon the entire time.
Exactly. By the way, I am going to Vegas next weekend. So
but you're not going to do craps. You're probably playing poker. Hold on. I got to let Domino out of my office here.
Oh, whoa. Domino. Coming on that Domino. Yeah, what's that? Van Morrison or something, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely Van Morrison. So we took the three of the four cats to the vet yesterday. And one of them has some pretty serious dental decay that we need to take care of. And like we are very, very like preemptive in all of the things that we do for the cats. And we got there and we're like, where the fuck did this happen? Like they got some major abscesses and things, and we're wondering why the cat's like not eating properly and like always like crying at night. And we're like, what are we doing wrong? I mean, maybe some separation anxiety from the cat that got taken by the coyote, maybe something like that. We don't know what's going on. And we're thinking that everything that's been going on in the cat's life has been, tied back to these abscesses that she has in her mouth. So
God, yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to pull a couple of teeth. One of them, unfortunately, is like the big canine tooth in the front.
Wow.
But
that's weird.
I don't think cats care. I don't think they don't care. Like, have you ever seen like a 3-legged animal?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they walk around. They're happy. They're just happy.
Adjust.
They adjust. It's not like another animal walks by. I'm like, fuck, look at that cat. It's got 3 legs. No, they just like, this is the cat, Yeah. But us as human beings, we're so like the cat won't care. The first thing that we said is, well, how will that look? The cat won't have like one of his big fangs in the front. Like, what the fuck? If the cat doesn't, if it's not healthy and it has an abscess, you have to remove the tooth. I mean, that's
really shit. Yeah.
So that's what we're dealing with.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay. You know what we should do? Let's do the voicemail. We got 4 of them this week.
What?
I know.
You want to do the voicemail early on?
Well, we're early enough on, 22 minutes into the episode. We're early enough on that if we do end up going an hour, we will do it because we have the voicemail, and then we have something on the tail end to cover after the voicemail's over.
Oh, you're not going to tell me what that is that we have to cover.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm a little bit buzzed right now because I'm drinking Fireball.
Well, I hope you got it written down because, I don't want you drinking too much and then going like, I don't remember what the hell it was.
No, I have nothing in my brain right now. So it's completely, look, see, it's empty.
So you really don't have something on the tail end to
I could. About. I mean, I probably will have something by the time we're finished. But right at this particular moment, I have have nothing.
You're just teasing. You're just teasing.
Well,
man.
if you think about it, don't most people come to the Nice Guys because they want like really no specific content? Nothing like they don't want to have to, no action items. I mean, we know that, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, if anybody is coming to the Nice Guys waiting for an action item, you're going to get old and gray waiting on that. Okay. Because it doesn't happen that often.
Okay.
Or waiting for us to come with a plan or a plot. No, it's not going to happen.
I had a pitch this week from the guy that was the founder of, have you ever heard of a company called Zico? They're like, it's the coconut water, like the creators of coconut water. Okay. So this guy created $1 billion company. So kind of like
$1 billion company based on coconut water.
Right, like the coconut water revolution was started by this guy, and it's kind of like having Sean Nelson, the guy that was from Lovesac, on the show, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, when Grant Cardone's people reached out and said they want to be on the Nice Guys, I just looked over my shoulder and I'm like, this show,
this show,
what's
this Nice Guys? Mine?
Are you sure you have my first knee jerk response is, are you sure you have the right Nice Guys on Business?
Right. Have you mixed me up with another podcaster?
God damn. It's like, what are we doing right? I mean, what are we doing right exactly?
So this guy reached out to you. He's got $1 billion company and he reached out to you.
Well, he didn't. His publicist did, because they've been doing a lot of research on podcasts and they've discovered that the Nice Guys is the place to park his message.
Okay.
And all I keep thinking is, what? Are you sure? I don't say that, but that's all I keep thinking. I've gone through the last 10 years, and maybe rightfully so in the beginning, but less so now. But I've gone through the last 10 years with this imposter syndrome of, why would anybody want to be on our show? And then I turn around and think, well, because we have 1,650 plus episodes and millions of people have listened to the show. And I'm like, really?
It is impressive. It is impressive. I got to admit. Yeah.
You know, from that fateful call in 2013, when I said, hey Strick, I'm writing this book and I think I want to use the podcast as a promotional resource. And like, you want to start a podcast with me? I'm like, had I not made that phone call to you, or I don't think I sent, did we have email back then? I can't remember.
Yeah, we had email. Yeah.
Do you remember if we had that conversation in person?
I don't even remember. I honestly don't remember. So we passed our 10-year anniversary then, right?
Yeah. 2000.
Is that when we started season 3 after 10 years? I don't even remember now.
I don't think we're there yet.
I'm looking for an excuse to make it season 4 or 27.
I think that we actually are in season 2 right now. I think at episode 1000, we went to season 2.
Right. But we're now in season 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we, at some point, we decided we're going to be season 3. And I was like, but wait a minute, season 2 was after 1,000. Don't we need to wait to 2,000? And you were like, yeah, fuck it. We can change seasons anytime we want. I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
When did you, where would you even notice that? Like let me go to listen.
It's I think they track it in iTunes, actually. I mean, it's just arbitrary, whatever season we decide we're on. But yeah, I think iTunes does track that.
All right. So we are still, I'm looking at listen notes right now. We're still globally ranked at the 0.5% of all global podcasts. So there was 3.4 million podcasts that are out there. We're in the top 0.5%. Let me, for example, look up the Joe Rogan Experience. Let me just see where they are. The Joe Rogan Experience. Well, okay. So they're at the 0.01%. And they're at a 96 listen score, and we are at 0.5% and a 51 listen score. But who would we consider our contemporary? Would that be like John Lee Dumas or Pat Flynn?
Okay.
Smart passive income. Okay. So Pat Flynn is at 0.05%. We're 0.5. So that means he's much better than us. And he's got a 70 listen note score. What about John Lee Dumas?
He's at 0.05%, but only has a 70 listen score.
Correct.
Interesting.
Hold on, let's
so
see
you've got to be like the fucking top of the top of the top to even get above an 80 listen score. That's crazy.
I guess. Let's see what John Lee Dumas says. He's got the Entrepreneurs on Fire. See, he's only got a 69 listen score, and we're at 51. It's like we're not over. I mean,
Well, what does the listen score? How is it scored?
so the listen score is a metric that shows the estimated popularity of the podcast compared to other RSS-based public podcasts in the world on a scale of 0 to 100. The higher, the more popular, calculated from the first and third party data updated monthly. So it's ranked out of 3.6 million podcasts globally.
Okay.
So let me go back to us again. Nice guys on business. We have a listen note score of 51, and we have a global ranking. This is the one that I think is important, the 0.5%. That means that we are better, we are more popular than 99.5% of the podcasts that are out there.
That's correct.
That is nuts.
That is nuts.
Who is listening? That's what I want to know. Who is listening? Other than the 6 people that we have on a fairly regular basis chime in, who is fucking listening?
I just don't know.
I don't know either. But then again, I keep thinking about, I've never reached out to the Journal. It's one of my favorite shows. Oh, let's look up the Journal.
The Daily, you mean, right?
Well, the Journal is another one, but yeah.
You listen to the Wall Street Journal one too?
Yep.
Okay.
Journal.
Now, we talked about this, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or something. Do you put the Daily and the Journal in the same category? Because they both pick one topic, right, per episode, and they talk for 20
I know how you
minutes
feel
or so.
I know how you feel about this.
I'm just curious because on the surface, on the face of it, they are like similar format. They are news organizations. They are both well-respected news organizations, and they pick a single topic to go into some amount of detail, as much as they can in 20 or 30 minutes.
Yep.
And it's typically one person interviewing one other person to get the info, right?
Yep.
And to me, it's just done so differently.
Well, I think that you get a more personal experience when you're dealing with, even though it's much more now than Michael Barbaro. I mean, they have two other people that are co-hosting. I can't remember their names any longer, but it's no longer Sabrina Tavernise. And I was really upset when Sabrina left the show. But
I like Sabrina Tavernise.
But the Daily is more of like, I feel more connected personally to the Daily than I do to the Journal. But when the Journal comes on, it's very interesting stories. It's about money, business, and power. I mean, those are the 3 topics that I love to talk about the most, or listen to the most. The Journal is more, the Daily is more about news, and the Journal is more about feature. I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, if I want the most important headline of today, I'm going to go to the Daily. If I want to hear a feature story about AI, I'm going to listen to the Journal. And they both have their own places in my like, okay, why do I want to listen to this? Like, if I want to hear about the guy that killed what was his name? Sorry,
Charlie Kirk.
If I want to listen to that news story, the Daily is where I'm going to go. But if I want to listen to the reasons why the industry is paying $250 million to have an AI engineer or expert acquired by a specific company, I'm going to listen to the Journal. It feels a little bit more impersonal to listen to the Journal because they have such a huge amount of editing and production that goes into their show. I don't feel like the interviewer in many cases is even there asking the questions at the same time. I feel like with the Daily, I feel like they, Michael and Rachel and the others are connected directly to the people that they are interviewing.
I agree with that. That's interesting. I haven't listened to the Journal in a long time now, but maybe I need to go back and give it another shot if I find any categories or topics that
I like to listen to. I like to listen to the Daily almost every day. I listen to the Journal maybe a few times a week. I listen to Hidden Brain, which is a good fall asleep because I'm trying to fall asleep. And then I listen to also what the heck is the name? Shoot, I'll look it up on my phone here because I'm forgetting the name of the guy, which is not good because that shows that they haven't done an effective job of branding it. The guy that does. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, Hidden Brain. I think that's one that I maybe follow sometimes, but I can't remember.
Have you listened yet, or have you tuned into the Ezra Klein show?
It's his name sounds very familiar.
So he is a Wall Street Journal, I'm sorry, he is a New York Times journalist, and he does. He has usually like an hour-long feature podcast once a week on New York Times Audio. So you can just look up the Ezra Klein show, and he is. It's obvious that he's a left-leaning liberal. Because he never has anything good to say about Donald Trump, but is also just interesting to hear his perspective on things. So the Ezra Klein show.
Okay. Here I will start. I'll start to follow. I will take a look.
You're gonna have to give it more than an episode. You got to give it like 2 or 3. I think, because it is a long format show. And you feel like as you listen to it, the guy is full of ego, but he's all about himself.
But
he's really not. It just comes across that way because have you ever run into like a gifted person or had a conversation with a gifted person and you think they know it all because they feel like the way they come across is like they're a know-it-all?
Sure.
But they actually do know a lot. So in this case, Ezra Klein, he comes across in the beginning when you listen to him, it's like, this guy's just all ego and he's really just puffing his chest. And while you think that is how he's going to present himself, he is a rather humble guy that's just a really smart guy that has really super smart people on the show with him. So it is worth a listen. Ezra Klein show.
Okay, I'll check it out.
This message brought to you by the New York Times.
If only they were a sponsor.
That's right. Nice. If only they would sponsor. Okay.
Is that a Baltimore Orioles baseball cap in the background there?
It is. Normally, I keep my my Baltimore Orioles. Can you see what's directly behind me? Can you see what that is right there?
Record player?
Yeah, it's a record player.
Yeah, so I have one of those.
My cat today, my special needs cat, the one that is not very sight sensed, was doing a little exploration. So I wanted to give her all the room because whenever she wants to climb, we want her to climb because she's so timid because she can't see. So she was climbing on top of the turntable today, and so I usually have that Baltimore Orioles cap directly behind me where no one can ever see it. But today I moved it off to the side where no one can still see it if you're not watching the video, which is no one because we don't have any video of this.
Yeah, I used to have Baltimore Orioles ball caps, being from Baltimore and all. I'm just not a baseball fan, but I do love to represent, Well,
you are a Maryland fan. I mean, you even have a large Maryland tattoo on your body.
On my arm. I definitely do.
Yeah, I'm not a baseball fan either, but living in California, as you living in Austin, Texas, wearing a baseball cap that would be a Baltimore Orioles cap would at least initiate a conversation, even if they're not Orioles fans, which is rare that somebody would be an Oriole fan. But, you see a lot in this town. You see a lot of New York Yankees and Los Angeles. Is that the Dodgers still? I don't even know.
I think so. I don't even know.
I don't know either. Tell me what happened with the Phillies Karen.
Oh God, idea? I don't even know.
I can tell you a little of the backstory of that, but I can't tell you much more about it than that.
I don't know either. I did not look at the details of it because I'm like, it just looked stupid. And
so my understanding,
you probably know more than I do.
All right, so let me just give a brief setup of the story, and then you tell me how you feel about it. So my understanding, and I don't know if the ball was in fair play or foul play, I have no idea, but a ball came into the stands and it landed in front of this lady's seat.
Okay.
A guy walked over before the lady could pick up the ball, and the guy grabbed the ball, and then he walked the 10 feet or 15 feet back to his seat where he gave it to, I believe, his son or his daughter. I can't remember it. Well, let's just call it his son. Gave it to his son who was celebrating his birthday that day. And the son was all happy. The lady comes over and basically says, that fell right in front of me at my seat. You took it from me before I could get it away from me. And the guy had to make a split decision, a split second decision. That split second decision is, hey, I can either argue with this lady or I could just hand her the ball.
Right. Okay.
And so he took the path of the right. He took the right move. The right move is, I'm not going to have a shouting match with this fucking lady, this Karen, while my kid is here. I'm going to give this lady, like, he gave the lady the ball, and he's basically like threw his hands up and said, whatever. The lady took the ball, and I don't know what happened beyond that, other than rumor has it, and maybe this is the truth. Rumor has it that this whole exchange went viral. Everybody wanted to know who this fuck up of a lady was that basically put her hands on the guy and said, basically, give me the ball. It was in front of my seat. And he gave her the ball. And I believe, at least, who knows with the internet, I believe she lost her job.
Oh, wow.
I believe that the entire world is mad at her because she is like, what the fuck, lady? Go downstairs and buy a fucking ball. Or balls up to you and maybe have a little bit more Charlie Hustle in your step and pick up the ball from the ground before somebody else comes and takes it. So Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Phillies, I believe has, at least according to the internet, has banned her permanently, lifetime ban from the stadium.
Wow. Okay.
So what do you think about that whole thing? Like, what's your thought?
Man, that's a lot. That's a
lot there,
fucking lot. Karens will be Karens, I guess. But wow, yeah, that's
well, we've labeled her as a Karen. I mean, the world is, I haven't, because I don't even know what a fucking Karen is other than a complainer. The world has labeled her as a Karen. I would say, here is somebody that felt unjustly taken from. And she wanted to post her argument to the guy.
Okay.
At what point do you say, lady, this guy just literally handed the ball to his son, and I know you don't know he's celebrating his birthday, but this is an 11-year-old.
Well, you see, that's the thing to me, right? Like, let's say that I was the Karen, I was the person, and it fell right in front of me, and I was thinking, God, I really like that. I really want it. Right. And some guy, some middle-aged guy comes down. And if I felt like I had more of a right to it, again, this is such a thing that I wouldn't do, but I'm hypothetically. Right.
Okay. Right.
I could see, like, I might go over to the guy and be like, hey, what gives? But if I'm walking towards him and I see him give it to his kid,
he immediately gave it to his kid.
I'm like, fuck it. No, of course I'm not going to fucking take it from that kid. Are you kidding?
At what point do you say, I don't have the right to this ball anyway, even if it dropped in my fucking lap? If the guy pulled it out of not my lap, but let's say that if it fell in front of me in the seat or in the row in front of me, which I think it did, just fell right in front of her. She never had possession. So my feeling is you never had possession of the ball. The ball is rightfully fair game for anybody. Now, I'm not saying that if you grab the ball at the same time as the guy and he strengthened it out of your hands and he decided that he was going to take it, maybe there's a little bit of an argument there. I never saw her have possession of the ball. I saw the ball fall. I saw him grab it, and I didn't see him like admiring the ball, putting it in his pocket. None of that. I saw him literally walking 10 feet back to his kid, handing his kid the ball. I think the kid even had a glove. The kid was so ready for the ball. I don't know. I'm not torn by this at all. I think what she did was completely wrong. But in the moment, it's like, what would you fucking do? Maybe you yell at the guy for a second, like, come on, what just happened there? Yeah. And then you see that it's like a kid, and you're
Yeah.
and then you're happy. You're like,
You
okay,
fucking
cool.
let it go. You're like, oh,
Basketball.
okay, cool. I'm really good with it's 100%.
I think the woman, I believe, and I don't have anything open on the internet in front of me. I believe she was in a Phillies jersey. What is that right? Do you see her anywhere?
I'm not looking it up. I'm looking.
All right,
Orioles. Now I'm dying to get an Orioles baseball cap because I haven't had one in so many years. I'm like, now I fucking need one.
Let me look at Phillies Karen. Yeah, I think that the Phillies Karen. Yeah, she's literally wearing a Phillies jersey and a Phillies sweatshirt, and she's manhandling the guy, and the guy is with a young kid, and the boy and the man and the kid are both wearing Phillies jerseys as well. So these are all like Phillies fans tell internet to stop harassing Philly Karen after viral.
Stop harassing Philly Karen.
Yeah, she was pissed. But she ended up getting the ball and losing her job. So there you go.
Getting the ball and losing her job. That's
okay,
nice.
Now we really need to get to voicemails. If we don't get to voicemails now, we're going to be well beyond what we tried before to keep the internet the episodes under 30 minutes, and you see how well that worked.
We tried and we were extremely unsuccessful. And you know what? I think that is the way our Funkin' fans, our dedicated listeners like it. And it could be that we're going to find out from these voicemails because
he's going to buy he's got an Orioles. He's on Amazon right now.
I am.
You know,
you seem surprised. I don't know why you're surprised.
Oh, I didn't get the right kind. I was thinking I had the kind that was like the true fit.
Oh, you see, that's so funny because that's exactly what I'm looking at. Like, here's the first one I was looking at, right? And I like it not only because it's like the true fit, but then here's the next tab. How do I measure my hat size? Because I don't fucking know. Like it says,
well, okay, they do have the true fit cap. See, that's not even
no. Hang on, that's the wrong one.
Right, you got to get the kind that doesn't have the little strap in the back, but they make them still that are.
Oh, because it was way up here. Hold on.
They make the cap. It's the expensive ones. Like look at the $40 one, for example.
Yeah, no, this is it because it's also got the logo on the back. It's got the team name and the solid section in the back.
That's the kind you need.
Okay, and this is the first one I was looking at, right? Because I like the sort of faded, and I like the back. but then I started seeing, like, this is the old school with the bright white front and the fucking screaming orange brim.
That's it.
And I'm like,
that's the one.
That's what I need. I need the fucking super old school 70s.
But look at that one. It's the stretch flex, which means it's the kind that you don't have to have an exact measurement. Like go to that one, the stretch flex one.
Because I think that's the one I'll probably end up getting. Because it still has the Orioles logo thing.
Right.
In the back.
But if you got a large, extra large, you're not a medium large. You get a large, extra large.
I got a big head, and then, I like the little curve here, and I like.
I do. I hate those flat bill caps. I don't understand who wears the flat bill caps. I'm sure it's cooler than a 60-year-old would ever wear, so I'll never be the one to wear it. But it's like everybody that is in car culture or truck culture wears those flat bill.
Oh, really?
Caps.
That's like the hip thing, and it's not. Oh,
yeah, like see that first the one that's there, the new era men's snapback, right? That one. Yep. Flat bill. I don't understand the allure of the flat bill. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel like it's broken in.
It's like on the one hand, I want to get this hat. On the other hand, the last thing I want is for somebody to see me walking down the street and be like, "Oh, the O's, man, they're doing pretty good this year," and I'll be like, "I don't fucking know. I have no idea." Hey, are they still really bad? I don't even know.
Are the Colts still in Baltimore? It's like, I have no idea. What you need to do is before you wear the cap, you at least need to go to another tab and just see Orioles record 2025.
Oh yeah, because the season. Wait, because we're not quite to the.
We're almost at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I only remember that the World Series happens in October because of Reggie Jackson is Mr. October.
Right, exactly.
Okay, Orioles record.
Major League Baseball Orioles record.
Okay, they're in dead fucking last place.
It's funny. I just watched Major League again this week,
Right,
and that movie is fucking brilliant. And it's like, yeah, well, maybe the Orioles won't end in dead fucking last again this year. And it's like, no, but the Orioles will. Yeah,
their last 10 though, they're 8 wins and 2 losses. That's pretty good.
Great. So they did really well after it's too fucking late.
They're 15 fucking games behind. Now, the Blue Jays, I don't know. I don't follow baseball very much, but usually it's the Yankees and the Red Sox that are up there, and they're in second and third place. And I don't even know who the fucking Rays are.
Oh, Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah.
Right. Hit the see more button. I want to see who else is in the division that is.
No, that's it for the division. But
wait,
I am
what's
curious.
The Seymour though? What is Seymour?
More details? I don't know. Oh, I guess it's every division. Okay, let's see.
Oh, okay.
84.
Who the fuck are the Guardians?
79.
When did that happen?
Oh, the Guardians. That's the Indians. They used to be the Indians, and they've gotten rid of the.
Is it still in Atlanta?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Atlanta is the Braves.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, now who are the Braves now? Because if they did that,
look at this though. The American League Central, right? Like the Guardians are in second place, but they're 10 fucking games behind the Tigers.
Okay, so we had the Cleveland Indians and we had the Atlanta Braves. So what is the name of Atlanta now?
Here we go, National League. The Braves are still the Braves. Apparently.
So what the fuck? Like Washington was always the Nationals, but it was Washington Redskins were the NFL team. What are they now?
Commanders.
What are they?
Washington Commanders.
Jesus, we are so fucking.
And I don't even want to get into Trump saying that they need to go back to the Redskins name. It's just so fucking. It's so Trump, right? It's so Trump. Anyway,
okay, let's go. I have so many things to say about the whole firing of like the. You know what? I don't like the employment statistics. Fuck the statistics. I'm going to fire the person that gave me the fucking.
Dude, fire the messenger.
Right. That's it. In every case, the emperor has no clothes. It's like fuck.
And I did just see something else that the Bureau of Labor Statistics, whoever it is that comes out with the job numbers, which apparently the job numbers actually are very important to like industry and the stock market. And
right.
They came out. This part, I don't know how it works. When they come out with adjustments, they're like, they downwardly adjusted, like they're like 98,000 jobs
to 150,000 or something like that.
Well, the adjustment was 98,000 jobs. Basically, they said, "Hey, we made a mistake. And we are now that we have more data, we are downwardly adjusting our estimate by 98 million jobs or 98,000 jobs.
980,000 jobs, something like that.
980,000 jobs over the past, 6 months or something, right? So Trump's answer to that is, well, obviously the Biden administration screwed this up so terribly. How else could they have been off by so many and just fucking fire everybody because, I don't like the news, so I'm going to fire the messenger. Basically the Labor Bureau of Statistics, they're saying, hey, before, we said things were bad. We just got some new data and we wanted to let you know things are not bad. Things are really bad. Really, really, really fucking bad. Like so bad you can't even imagine. And Trump's answer is, oh, well, that's some bullshit right there. I'm not even going to fucking believe you.
You know what? I kind of like the rates getting a little bit lower. So if you feel like you're going to raise the rates, we're going to have to fire the Fed chief here. So let's.
Oh yeah, he's already working on that.
I'm going to fire all 12 governors, and then you know what? I'm going to fire this other person over here too, just because I don't like the way you look.
Like Trump said, I've had conversations with the governors of these states. I've had conversations with like 100 governors, and they all love me. We only have 50 governors, okay? 50 fucking states. So if you've talked to 100, a few people may have called you saying they were governors, and they were fucking lying, okay? Yeah. Anyway. Are we ready for voicemails yet?
This is the perfect example of killing the messenger. The statistics are horrible. Give me new numbers.
New numbers. I don't like these numbers. Give me people that will tell me what I want to hear.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's get into it. We got 4 voicemails and we're almost at an hour.
Okay. One of them looks very short. Although,
that's true.
maybe it's just relative. Yeah, because it's 45 seconds, which means these must be really fucking long.
I don't have any short relatives, so I don't know how you said it's relative.
Here we go.
Okay.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
I had a quick moment to chat with my mom last week, and she had gone to Ross and TJ Maxx and a few different places to get luggage, and she just couldn't work out the whole luggage thing.
Really?
We have a trip coming up in October, end of October, beginning of November. 17-day cruise to Hawaii. I might remind all of our community members that may not have been tuned in to hear that. But she couldn't find luggage, so I got on Amazon, and there are so many fucking choices for luggage that you can get. It's like, I don't know what to get. So instead of staying on Amazon, I went over to Walmart.com and just typed in Samsonite medium suitcase.
Yeah.
Walmart.com is fucking awesome. I don't know if you've ever used it, but even if you don't have a membership, because I think they have a $10 membership a month that gets you some exclusive stuff, but whatever. Even if you don't have a membership, it's still pretty cool. And you can get almost everything that you can get on Amazon, but it feels a lot more like Walmart when I kind of like the feeling of going to Walmart. I don't know about you, but do you ever browse through Walmart, or do you never go into Walmart?
I go into Walmart if I am more than about 100 miles from any place else that sells anything that Walmart sells.
Oh, you don't like Walmart then.
Fucking hate Walmart.
I am a huge fan of Walmart.
I like Target.
I like Target too, but Target is not like value priced. Like if I walk into Walmart, I know that whatever I buy, the majority of the time, there are some exceptions to this rule, but the majority of what I buy is going to be at the low part of the cost scale. I go in there and I'll buy things like motor oil, or I'll buy pellets for my smoker, and I've even got some things that you could get like on subscription, where you could reorder the normal stuff like you're going to need on a regular basis. Like I find that I go through pellets for my smoker. I mean, I don't know if you smoke as much as I do, the smoker, but I've smoked a lot of shit over the last couple of years, and I'm not talking marijuana.
Yeah, apparently not, because I bought 2 bags of pellets.
Yeah.
Was it a 40-pound bag, 20-pound bag or something?
20 pound. I think you're right. I think it is a 40-pound bag.
I think maybe it's 20. No, 20
I think you're right. Yeah, you could be
and
right.
I think I've gone I have not even gone through 2 of them yet.
Well, you either have a highly efficient smoker, or you're not smoking fucking way anywhere near enough.
Oh, maybe both. I do feel like my smoker's pretty damn efficient.
Dude, if you're not making burgers on your smoker, if you're ever using your grill, you're doing something wrong.
I'm using it a lot, but anyway, I get it. I think it's a myth that Walmart is a lot cheaper than Target. I think it's slightly different, but like maybe 5% or
well,
something.
You're not factoring in the people watching experience.
Oh, I'm 100% factoring that in.
I mean, come on.
Because like I walk into Walmart
like
and like
people,
if I want to get some help with something, fuck that. I mean, my God, nobody gives a shit.
You got to know what you want when you walk into Walmart, just like you've got to know what you want when you go into Home Depot. Now, I don't think that they're both on the same level, but I think that that is the same level of service that you get. You walk into Target, you can ask anybody anything, and they will take you anywhere in the store. You walk into Walmart and you ask for stuff, you're like, how the fuck do I know?
Right.
It's like, I think it's down there somewhere. And you're like on aisle 1, and it's like, he's pointing to aisle 50. It's like, it's over there. Over there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, Walmart.com, sponsors of the Nice Guys on Business Podcast.
No, Walmart will never be a fucking sponsor. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. Yes. So the question is, are there too many choices on Amazon? And well, yeah. So you just narrow it down by like you find the ones that get good reviews, that have a lot of good reviews, and then shit like that. But yeah, I'm with you. No, I will not be going to fucking.
And I don't know where you stand in the Walmart delivery cycle. I mean, I'm sorry, the Amazon delivery cycle, but almost everything I'm getting now is giving me an option of, do you want this today?
I know, it's so crazy. And you live in Ojai.
I know.
I mean, you are not in a major metropolitan area.
I know.
Yeah, almost everything. I can't remember what it was the other day. There was something I ordered and they're like, hey, we can have that to you before the end of the day if you order in the next 20 minutes. And I'm like, this is fucking great. I mean, why would I leave the house?
I don't know. I don't ever. That is the story of my life. Why do I ever fucking need to leave the house?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, you're going to need to find a co-host for the episode next week because I'm going to be in Chicago.
Oh, fucking next week.
Yeah, I'm going to be visiting our friends Phil Fernaro from Lightbulb Moments, Chris over at the David James Group, Chris Martin with his Lung Cancer Considered podcast, and also Steve Fretzen from Be That Lawyer.
See, now I got to look up the week and see what is going. Okay, today? No, I don't want to look up today. I want to look at the week.
Carry the one.
Okay, so where are you leaving?
I'm leaving Wednesday and coming back on Friday late.
October.
So we're either going to
record on Tuesday?
No, we probably, hold on. Let me see what's my schedule. You have access to my schedule.
I'm looking at it right now. So I say we can record on Tuesday.
Is my schedule open on Tuesday? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's see. Let's Tuesday.
Yeah, let's move it to Tuesday. I'm gonna have 2 weeks at least where you're in Hawaii or you're on your cruise. So I really feel like we should.
All right, I'm sending you the new episode recording. There it is. It's on.
I just saw it move on my calendar.
It's already on your schedule for Tuesday. Look how efficient. I love technology. I don't know about you, but I fucking love it.
I know, me too. So you come back on Saturday. Oh, Friday
late.
You come back Friday and I'll be, do you have a direct flight? Yeah, I guess I won't see you because I'm flying into Vegas. I thought, if you've got a layover in Vegas on Friday,
I got Chicago. I'm leaving out of Los Angeles because I didn't want to have to deal with a layover for such a, it's only a 3-hour flight. It's not a long flight. Yeah.
I hate layovers.
I can't tell you the last time I've written an email without using ChatGPT.
Really? Do you use ChatGPT for like all your emails now?
All day long. I use it for everything. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to, here's the way I approach it. And tell me if this is wrong. Here, I write an email and I just mental vomit. I just get the words onto an email. And before I hit send, of course, I copy and I paste it into ChatGPT, and I just say to ChatGPT, could you make this more compassionate and empathetic?
Interesting.
And they're like, hey, Doug, here is a snappy yet compassionate and empathetic response to the email. If somebody hasn't paid their bill in a long time and I'm like going after them because I'm like, fucking pay your bill. That's what I write down. And then I'm like, okay, ChatGPT, can you give me a more passionate, empathetic response to this email? Dear Sue, we really do value our relationship, and we're hoping you value it as much as we do. Could you see your way maybe in the next, I don't know, month or two to pay your balance?
Dude, I really need to lean into this more because I think I put too much time and energy into exactly how I'm going to say something. Because so I've got Grammarly also. And so Grammarly not only will obviously check your spelling as you're going, but it'll be like, hey, we think there's a better way to maybe say this a little cleaner, a little neater.
Right.
Almost every goddamn time I'm like, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And it's cleaner and easier and clearer and more to the point. And it's like, why don't I just do that with ChatGPT too?
So I don't use ChatGPT for the specifics. Like I have to tell ChatGPT, I have a client who's not paying their bill. I need to make sure that I'm stern but friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put maybe the last communication that I had with it. I say, could you rewrite or write an email that's better? And then it'll give me the response. If you tell ChatGPT, here's the things I'm trying to get across. Like number one, let's say I have a client that has that we're trying to get into video, and I want to share with him the process. I just say, okay, got to upload the video. 2, you got to share with me your YouTube channel. You've got and give me some things that I'm not thinking about when it comes to posting video. And I will run it through ChatGPT and say, give me an email that I can send to a client that I'm trying to swing over to our video editing services based upon this information that you have. Boom. And it will give me like, fuck, that's amazing. And I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about the tone of the email because ChatGPT will handle that 100%. That's how I'm using it. And it's very effective for me.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Without throwing anyone under the bus, you and I both received an email.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Actually 23 hours ago.
I don't know who this is from, but you'll remind me.
Well, I don't want to remind you.
No, just give me the premise. I'll remember who it is as soon as you
let's just put it this way. It was an email. You reached out and were basically politely like, what's going on? And this person replied back with a rather long reply. A rather long, detailed reply.
Put it in the chat box, the name of the client.
I apologize. Let me clarify. Not a client.
Not a client. Oh, right. Okay. I know what you're talking about. This, yes, I got it now. Exactly. I got it now. So I read that and I thought, okay, I'm going to let Strickland reply because this is, and you saw my response. My response was basically, thanks for the update. thanks for the update. I'll take care of these 2 things.
So if you read Doug's, Doug and I each in our signatures, we have little notes. That is basically, I'm going to read you Doug's, and it gives you tips on how to communicate with Doug. And Doug says, according to Doug's disc profile, Doug hates spreadsheets and long emails.
Right.
Doug is persistent and patient, making him great with follow-up. Doug loves words of affirmation. Doug loves people and relationships. So I would expect, knowing Doug hates spreadsheets and long emails, which is something I do try to keep in mind with him. Doug can confirm that he's gotten a number of emails from me. Not a ton, but enough that say the first line of the email is,
Doug,
this is pretty fucking long. I know it's too long for you.
Right.
Here's the highlight.
Right.
If you really want the details, here you go.
Right.
So it's a qualifier, right?
Right.
And as soon as I saw that email, I was like, well, that's too fucking long for Doug. And then I started reading it and I'm like, this is too fucking long for me. And that's saying a lot.
The problem is that you sat down and had a lengthy meeting with this person, and then you got into a lot of the details. And it's almost like all I'm looking for you to do is deliver what you promised. That's all I'm looking for. That's kind of the response that I don't need excuses. I don't need reasons why something isn't working in your technology. I just need results. That's all. As the guy that is paying a bill, all I'm looking for is results. I'm not looking for excuses or reasons behind it. All of that other stuff, that's just superfluous to me. I'm like, fucking, I don't care if you're having problems with your server, and I don't care that your website is having issues, and I don't care that it's a slower start than normal. I just want you to fucking fix it. That's all I want to say. Now, I say all those things and then I run it through ChatGPT. Could you say this more compassionately and empathetically? And so what ChatGPT said was basically, thanks for the update. That's it. Hit send. ChatGPT knows me.
ChatGPT read the email and read your thoughts to reply.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT basically said, I think you are 100%. You're allowed to say this. So if you want to be more compassionate, I think the answer should be, thanks for the update.
Right.
Justified. That's the word I was looking for. You are 100% justified in your response. But if you want to be more polite, I recommend saying, thanks for the update.
I agree. So I oftentimes find that people that are coming up, people that are trying to give you excuses will talk a long time.
Dude,
People,
okay, so first of
right?
all, the thing that you just said and all of the incredulous things you just said
Yes.
were 100% exactly my reaction. 100% the same,
Okay.
with one thing added.
Mm.
The one thing is, if this person had put as much energy into doing the job
Right.
as they did into writing this email, I would be pretty fucking happy, I think.
I know, but sometimes, especially as a sales guy, me as a sales guy, sometimes I need to tap dance a little bit. So more words are better than no words, because I know that I'm going to get fired if I say no words. So I may as well say some words. At least it's leaving me with the opportunity that there is maybe, so you have a chance. At this point, I just need action. Without the action, without the results, without action and results, like action without results, I don't want to say is as bad as not inaction, but action with results is what you and I are looking for as someone paying a bill.
Except that from what I've heard so far, my interpretation is we're not even getting action.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
I'd be happy if I was seeing action and some results or a few results, but I feel like we're not even really seeing action. But here's my approach. Here's my I don't know how, whatever you want to call it. So as you said, I had a meeting a week ago, and it looks like little or nothing has gotten done since the meeting.
Right, exactly.
So I now have my notes from the meeting, and I have this email as well. And we're going to give this person enough rope to hang themselves. And
that's just it.
In another 2 weeks, if we're in the same place, it's going to be like,
sorry,
no, we're
not
done.
working out.
Yeah.
And part of the problem is there's a little bit of, I know you're not saying this. This is me feeling this. I feel there's a little bit of guilt attached to this, because I brought this service provider to our ecosystem. So it's like, I don't know what I think I'm a good judge of character, but apparently the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 times I have not really been.
There have been times where you have brought either a service provider or something else to the table
potential partnership,
or opportunity at an event or something, where I have been skeptical and I've given you the benefit of the doubt. And sometimes they've not panned out, and that my skepticism was warranted. In this particular case, I had little to no skepticism at all. So I agree with you 100%. This vendor of ours, I had a lot of confidence, and I still am hoping.
I know. And then there's always that. There's that too. It's like, well, maybe. It's like, how many? This is
definitely not one where I'm going to say to you, Doug, I had a fucking feeling. All right, I love you, dude. But no, this is, I was 100% on board with you. I had no hesitation at all. But.
Nice guy community. How many of you out there own businesses of your very own and are trying to make decisions every day and offload some of the responsibility to someone that you think could handle the job, the responsibility, the task better than you? And Strickland and I both felt like, and I especially felt, here is someone that I really think can handle this task better than us. Somebody that has been in this field for a decade, somebody that understands, marketing and selling and all of that other stuff, and just can really do a great job for us because there's a track record. So we start paying the bill, and it's like, fuck. God. And then I realized, you know what, Strick? Slow and steady wins the race. Why have we ever doubted that for even a quick moment? Maybe we just need to shut down the idea that anybody is going to help us to do this.
I don't know. Anyway, we are an hour and 10 minutes in. Let's get to the voicemails.
I just want everybody to know, I started that Let's Play voicemails somewhere around 38 or 39 minutes into this. Okay, go ahead. Let's play our voicemails. We got 4 voicemails. We got to do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, Doug. Hello,
Emily.
Strickland. It is I, Emily Aborn, hailing from New Hampshire. So you asked everyone to call in and let you know how we listen to the show.
Yes, please.
Here is my answer. Yes, I do listen while walking. Usually I listen if I don't have any voice messages to catch up on friends from, however you're supposed to say that sentence. I messed it up.
Yeah.
I will listen to you guys first on Friday mornings, right when I get up. And I go outside and take a walk first thing to get some sunlight in my eyes, like 6 o'clock, usually 6:15. So it's a real, like a real wake up in the morning when to listen to you guys. And if I don't listen then, because I'm busy with catching up on all the other, I'm very important, so I have just very many things to catch up on in the morning. That's a joke. If I'm not listening to you guys, then I will usually listen while cleaning my house, which takes place on either Fridays or Saturdays. Okay, so now we've got that topic out of the way. Next topic is Strickland. This topic is specifically for Strickland. Doug, you don't need to plug your ears, but just so you know, you will feel left out. I'm wicked excited to meet you and Sally in person. I can't believe it's happening. And so that'll be great. We'll take pictures. We'll make everybody in the Nice Guys community jealous. It's going to be so fun. So fun, I tell you. So, the other thing I would like to add to my listening habits is that I would say 99% of the time, I will wait until the end of the entire episode to call in. There have been the rare times when I have called in during, but most of the time I keep a running list of the things I would like to call in about, and then I call in. Today I called in while driving, and yes, I have like 60 million water bottles next to me. That's all for today, and I hope to hear from you next time when I call in again and I talk to myself in a voicemail message. And great job doing what you're doing. We all love you. I know you get accolades all the time, so I feel like just giving you more is going to make your egos a little larger. And
we need it.
I guess that doesn't hurt ever. Okay, that's all. Goodbye.
Oh my God, so much to unpack there. So first of all, I'm going to work backwards because she ended with, I know you get the accolades all the time. Please read Doug's signature line. Doug loves words of affirmation.
My cup is never filled.
There can never be too much. And then one more step back. Emily beat me to the punch with the water bottles because, as we all know, if you've listened to older episodes, Emily will not go anywhere without her water bottles. And so when she said, I usually listen to you guys, like if I don't have voicemails to listen to, I will listen on my walk in the morning. And I was going to comment that, sure, on your walk in the morning with your 2 water bottles, because, if you finish one or spill one, you have to make sure you have a backup, right? One in each hand.
She takes two on her walks?
Maybe more. I don't know. It could be.
I should weigh down in water bottles, it seems like.
And then in 2 weekends, 2.5 weeks, I am going to Maine and we don't have the details together yet, but yes, I'm finally going to get to meet Emily in person. And I'm very, very excited about that. I can't wait.
Yeah,
and then the last one.
Oh, yeah.
There's one more. That you wait till the end of the episode and make notes. That is
impossible for me.
Well, no, it's very Emily. It's like if I'm more like Jared. I think if I were listening to an episode. I listen to 500 by Midnight sometimes, which is a Las Vegas podcast. And if I hear something, I will stop the episode and call in, because if I listen for 5 minutes more, I will fucking forget what I wanted to call in about. So I love all of that, Emily.
Yeah. Great message, Emily. This was a multifaceted, it was like the diamond of messages.
Yeah.
Nice one.
It was
well
pretty
done.
damn perfect.
Well done. Thank you, Emily.
Much appreciated.
Number 2.
Okay. Voicemail number 2.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Strickland. It is I, Emily Aborn, hailing from New Hampshire.
Wait a minute. That looks a lot like exactly the same way. It is, in fact, as I compare the sonic views, it is exactly the same voice.
Hold on a second. Wait a second. Let me go. I think we have an issue here.
Oh, boy. So there may be a missing voicemail.
I'm going to go find it. Let me go in there. Hold on. Let me go to voicemail.
Hang on. Let me
Play
get
message, carry the one. Got a lot of technology clashing together here.
Wait a minute, where's my? I thought I had a clip.
We did have. Hold on.
Here it is.
You know what? I hate to do this. I really do hate to do this.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to blame Ashley on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. There you go. I'm gonna email you the voicemail. The most.
You can email it to me now.
Okay.
This is what I get for waiting so long to get to the damn voicemails. I should have been more diligent to get us back on track.
Oh, hold on a second. I could blame Ashley, but I also could blame you. Maybe.
Oh, this will be a good one. I want to hear that.
I'm curious. Maybe she put the right ones in the voicemail folder.
No, so sometimes I will like copy in.
Yeah.
But in this case, because there were 4,
right?
I just did a
drag and drop all of them.
Well, no, I actually just said download all, and so zip them and unzip them. So I don't think there's I'll do it again just for kicks, but I don't think that it could have unzipped automatically.
All right. Go ahead and down and upload the or download. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Go ahead and take a listen to the last one that I just sent you through email.
I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to drag and drop number 2 again, just for kicks, just to make sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think I did. Here we go. While we're listening to the dulcet tones of...
we're going to get... Are we still on YouTube, or did we get banned?
Yeah, we're getting that. I don't fucking know. Who knows? It doesn't matter. Okay, voicemail 2. Okay, so if we drag this here, I don't know, visually that looks like... Oops. Sorry. I had to get it.
Oh yeah,
on my
it's
Hindenburg.
the same. It's the same one 3 times now. So that
okay, but now you've emailed me. So let me get the email here. It's so funny. Let me get the email. I think I've said it before. When I'm like at work or something and I'm like waiting on a report to refresh or something,
right?
I automatically get the Girl from Ipanema music in my head. And so even just now, I'm like fucking Pavlov's dog, right? I'm Pavlov's podcaster, because as I said, hey, let me go grab the email that you just sent me. As I was looking over, I'm literally ready to start whistling the Girl from Ipanema music. Here we go. Listen to the ending.
We lasted though. We played the whole thing.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Okay. It is another long one though, so this is going to be a long fucking episode right here. All right. Are we ready for the one you just emailed me?
Yep, I am ready.
Here we go.
I'm going to blame it on Ashley.
Hey, Strict. Erica here. Voicemail number 1. You asked where we are when we usually listen to this. Well, first off, I can say I always listen to it on Friday. It's not later in the week. When you get messages from me later in the week, it's because I've been processing everything you talked about and then finally get it together to call you. But that said, Fridays for me are a day I don't see clients. And so I'm doing a lot of different things when I'm listening. Sometimes I'm working out, like right now on my new step machine. And if you don't know what that is, go check it out. It's kind of cool. It's spelled NUSTEP. But anyway, that aside, other times I'm listening while I'm having my breakfast. And other times it's while we are driving into the city for my monthly osteopathic appointment. And I make Steve listen also, which is kind of fun. Today it happened to be, as I said, while I'm working out. And if I can fit this into this same message, and I'll go really fast, my little ego was a little bruised, I have to say. It wasn't Jared and it wasn't Tim who mentioned Karnak the Magnificent. It was me.
Way to go.
I am the one that put the little clip up in the Nice Guys Facebook community and said I thought it would be a hoot if you guys tried it. So,
thank you, Erica.
Let's give credit where credit is.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Love you guys. Love the show, even when you don't give me credit. But it's okay.
Damn.
I will
Sorry,
call
Erica.
you again with more voicemails for this week, I am sure. I'll process it all when I get off of this machine. All right. Love you both. Love the show. Bye.
I want to blame that one on you because I'm so
Yeah,
infrequently
Yes.
in the anywhere on social media with Facebook that I
Yeah,
don't see
yeah.
the comments and stuff.
I want to say that her comments on social media are so transparent that I did not even recognize that it was her. So thank you, Erica. That was indeed that was my fault completely. I was captured and captivated so much by the big old turban that Johnny Carson was wearing that I was blinded by who is actually posting that. But more importantly, you see how much those things cost? Did you see how much they are?
What, the new step?
Yeah.
Well, I
Erica.
am looking at the new step, and they look like very, very cool.
Yes.
Cross training. I mean, like serious machines, like
You'd
the ones
see
you
that
see
in a gym. Right?
Yeah. And it's cool because it's like there's ones where it like works your arms, works your legs, like recumbent and upper body ergonomics.
So what
It
I'm
looks pretty
curious,
cool.
Erica, what model do you have? These are very, very professional looking pieces of equipment, but oh my God, they're like
There's
the
like a
cost of an
T4,
automobile.
T5, T6. Well, you clearly haven't bought an automobile in a long time.
Yes, I have.
I mean, maybe the
everything I
price
buy
of your
is from-
trucks, but your 30, 40-year-old trucks. But
No, I get it, and I appreciate the fact that you focus that much on your health, that you have these quite technology driven pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
Remember when, and maybe this is still the case, what's the name of that company that does they have like the screen on them and you're actually going on a journey and you're
the Peloton.
Thank you.
Yeah, that shit's expensive.
That's like the same idea, but I mean, with like the level of equipment, this looks like a really sophisticated piece of equipment. Can you call back and let us know what model that you have, and then see if they're open for sponsorship, because there's got to be some money in that company if they want to, because
they look really cool. Yeah, that looks
very cool.
That's good shit.
Very
Okay,
cool.
here we go. 2 more voicemails. Let's try.
Okay, good.
Strickland, JD. Hey, you guys are talking about consuming the podcast here. I try to listen, driving to and from work sometimes, but you guys really need my full attention. You guys put up stuff out there that, like Fleabag, right? I would have never watched a series like that if it wasn't for y'all's recommendations. So, anywho, keep up the good work. Have a great day. Bye.
Dude, that's a blast from the past. JD, thank you for calling. Fucking Fleabag. I loved that goddamn show. I watched it twice, but it's been years. I might have to watch it again. That's a good call.
So what I like best about JD's messages, and I'm not asking for anyone to change their practices or anything the way they do it. I love the way Emily, Erica, Jared, anybody else, Sean that leaves a message for the show. I appreciate you how you leave your messages. JD is I'm like in and out. I want to give you the information. It's like he did reference that he was sharing what his listening practices are, and that was pretty much it. It's like, hey, I want to tell you, I listen just on Fridays and I listen just for the episode, and like I love your recommendations. Hey, you guys are doing a good job, and I'm out of here. I mean, literally that message was not even a 30-second message.
I like that we have a variety of people that leave a variety of messages in a variety of ways. True. I appreciate them all.
And here comes the longest of 4 messages. I'm gonna put Jared's name on that one. Oh,
no,
it's actually not.
About
it's
half
not.
the length of the first. It looks like about a minute.
Yeah, but look how dense it is. Though.
It is quite dense. It's quite dense. Speaking of shows, I don't know what made me think of this. Did you ever watch Ted Lasso?
Of course.
Oh my God, so fucking good.
It
so
is
goddamn good.
Yeah,
they're shooting a 4th season right now.
Another season's coming out hopefully soon.
Very exciting. Okay, here we go. Last voicemail.
I'm gonna go with Jared.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Rick. Jared here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is not in reference to the show that you guys did, but well, I guess it kind of is. Sorry. In the show notes, it is now listed. There's a note in there for those who didn't read it, which is probably everyone, about the ads that the show notes writer is now getting for construction and Johnny Carson. What a combo. I think that's hilarious. And, you know, as a show notes writer, you should not be listening to the show because stuff like that happens. Just saying. They listen to everything. The other reason for my call, and the more important reason, is come on, people. Send me a message. Get me some ideas. If you're not in the Facebook group, niceshortcut.com, let me know some ideas for opens and closes. You guys can do this.
I know you
Reach
can.
out to me. All right, fellas. Appreciate you guys. Love the show, and can't wait to hear this week. Bye.
Okay, so I'm looking at the show notes from last week because, you know,
Uh-huh.
I just fucking give the episode to the show note writer and they write something.
Right.
What was he referencing?
I have no idea.
Well, the title, okay, so first of all, it says DNS, Doug's Wedding, Construction Equipment, and No Voicemails.
I still have no idea.
Well, this sounds like an answer to a Karnak question. Okay, so then it says, so what does today's title mean? You'll have to ask Karnak the Magnificent. Don't know who Karnak the Magnificent is, which is not surprising because if you did, you probably wouldn't know what a podcast is. That's Johnny Carson's Tonight Show character that Doug likes to quote. Okay, spoiler alert. The answer is, what is today's episode about? Now you're probably thinking, but I thought it was a bit and it was supposed to be funny. Well, well, that's true, but that was no less funny than most of Carson's jokes. Don't believe me? Here, check out a clip. And so it looks like there's a link to Karnak the Magnificent, and the header says Yahoo Serious, Turner and Hooch, and Hershey Bar. Okay. And if you'll be anywhere near Austin or Houston on October 4th, you can meet Doug and Strickland in person and drive some cool construction equipment at Dig World Nation.
Okay. I got it. Okay. I can't even remember what Jared's message was about anymore.
Oh, no, but now the last part, that was the other one I wanted to comment on.
What was the last part?
Okay, so it was the last, and then we're going to fucking wrap it up because we're an hour and a half in now.
Yeah.
Okay? So what Jared said was reach out to him with some answers. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe even longer, Jared suggested that we send random things. Obviously, all of the intros and outros on the show that the great Steve O'Brien reads, they are takeoffs on or riffs on lines from movies, typically, right? And we have, I don't know, about 300 of them, I think.
Something
but
like
I
that.
haven't not gotten any new ones recently because I'm like, I don't know the fucking good line to use, right? The one from, I'll have to use this one today. I think it's from Goodfellas, where he says, growing up, they told us we could be whatever we wanted to be. We could be a cop or a gangsta, but when you want to be the nice guys on business, what does it matter? It's basically something.
I don't even remember that.
I'll have to use that one today. But it's a line that you modify to drop in the nice guys on business. Right?
Okay. Right.
And so Jared suggested, well, why don't we just come up with random ones suggested by our listeners, and then we'll have Steve O'Brien record them, and then I'll drop them in, not even knowing what they are. And I thought that was a great idea. And I actually reached out to Steve O'Brien and I said, look, you may get a list of reads from this guy, Jared. When you get them, send me the bill, just record them. I don't even want to know what they are. And then just send me the recording. So that was the challenge.
Right.
That was the call to action. And apparently Jared has gotten either few or not very many of these. So we're putting the call to action out there again in a very significant part of the show where I'm sure we will get lots of action on the call to action 90 fucking minutes in. Maybe I should use this as the teaser. Please, listeners, Funkin' fans, if you have any line from any movie that you think would be funny to hear Steve O'Brien read, whether or not it has a good twist for the nice guys on business.
Correct. Reach
out to Jared, get it to him. How do you get in touch with Jared? Go into the Facebook group, niceshortcut.com if you're not a member already, and we'll get you in, and you can then leave a message for Jared or put it in, figure out a way to get in touch with Jared and send it to him. And
You don't even need to come up with the spin that fits the Nice Guys on Business podcast into the voiceover. Just send us the line that you want converted.
Not us, not because we don't need it. We
right,
want
I'm
to
sorry.
not know what
Send
it is.
to Jared,
get it
the
to Jared.
line, the movie line, like, hey, this would be a really good movie quote. I have no idea how it fucking would work with the Nice Guys, but could you make, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Like, let's say that's the quote, and you're like, well, I don't know how that fits into the Nice Guys. Like, Steve O'Brien and Jared will come up with a way to, frankly, my dear, the Nice Guys on Business don't give a damn, or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's really funny that you say that because I'm looking this up now. I think I might have that. I'm going to do a search. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No interruption. No offense taken. Anyway, you know what you need to do. Just take care of it. Get in touch with Jared. Strick, you're absolutely going to need to cut this little part out and put it at the front of the episode.
Yeah, I think so too. Or we'll never get the call to action because nobody's going to listen to this.
That is true. Any final words before we wrap up here?
No, I'm getting hangry. It's time for dinner.
We are done. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and until next week, Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Over 600 episodes, and they're still asking me to do their voiceovers. I'm kind of like Flo on those Progressive commercials. I bet she makes a hell of a lot more than me, though. Doug and Strick don't pay shit.